What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're checking out Dread Nautical. This is a game where you are on a boat that has been taken over by weird eldritch monsters. You gotta convince other people to join you and fight your way through in tactical turn-based battles. Let's go ahead and start the game off and see if it's worth adding to your wish list or if it's something you'd rather pass on. Either way, we will know by the end of this episode. The shifting nature of reality is more forgiving. A mysterious force sets back the clock, allowing you another attempt. You lose only what you gained on your failed foray. Okay, you are defeated in battle. You lose all your carrying. Anybody braving the ship's decks with you is lost, but you can find them again. No pity, no remorse. If you fall even once, you will lose everything and must begin again. Okay, so basically there's like normal mode. There's like the softcore mode. And then there's like the hardcore mode is really what it comes down to. Alright. Well, I mean, I'm going to go with the hard mode then. We recommend playing the game on normal for the... Well, I mean, if you're going to twist my arm about it, I just don't want this to be awkward. Fargo Drexler built a career sleuthing through the gutters and walking down slick moonlit streets. Picked the wrong time for his first vacation in 20 years. Alright, so he's got keen eyes. He gets +1 bonus attack range for pistolas. We've got V. Nussbaum, dragged on the cruise by her parents in her attempt to pry her away from tweaks. V will have to make do with offline portable game systems instead. The horror. Super, super weak. She's easy to get along with, apparently. Hatano Kenichi escaped the Yakuza life when he moved to America several years ago. Thought a cruise would do him good. Big mistake. Well, he's in the Yakuza, so I have to play him. Like, you know I'm going to go with the organized crime character every single time. It doesn't matter if he's in, like, the Italian mob, you know, the Yakuza, the Vori. Like, I'm going to pick the guy that's an organized criminal. I can't help it. What does this do? What's up with all these, like, weird runes and things? Waking up in a panic, your curiosity immediately takes over. Where are you? Looking for an escape route, you see a skinny man in a red cap. The only way out is through him. Alright, stab him in the face. You can move your survivor by left-clicking on free tiles. Alright, well...
Oh, good. You're awake. Though you're probably better off unconscious.
Why? Where am I?
The only place that's safe. The midship lobby. You were almost a goner when I found you downstairs. Name's Jed.
Thanks for your help, Jed. It's nice to meet you. What's going on?
Well, let's just say I love shooting zombies in video games. But this ain't no game. And it sure ain't no fun.
Zombies? Literally?
No, but something like that. Alls I know is passengers started going nuts, attacking each other. The screaming's died down. I imagine a few souls have died too.
That's dark. I've got to see this for myself.
You'll want to keep your eyes open for food too. Ain't none in here. And look for the radio and foghorn on the bridge. Maybe someone out there can help us. Last thing, take that there lead pipe in the elevator. Sad to say, you're gonna need it as a weapon.
Some vacation.
Brother, you ain't lying. Alright, so Jed might have himself a screw loose. We need to look around for ourselves. Let's take the elevator on up to deck 1. We got that covered right there. Alright, so move the camera. Yeah. Well, the first thing I notice is that the frame rate appears to be locked to 30, and I don't know why that would be. This is, after all, a PC game. We don't play PC games to get 30 frames per second. So anyways, that chop right there, I've actually gone through the options before we started playing here, and this is like a major stumbling block. Like, this is a deal breaker for me personally as a gamer. I cannot stand frame rate locks. I hate them. Like, why is there a frame rate lock on a PC game? You know what I mean? Like, that should not be a thing. So anyways, I went to the game options thinking, like, you know, maybe it's related to VSync. Like, maybe it starts off with the VSync and the VSync locks everything to like 30 or 45 frames or whatever. As far as I can tell, however, there is no VSync option available to be disabled inside of any of the panels. And so just my first observation here, like, the game itself, like, if you look at the mouse cursor, that's definitely moving around at 60 frames per second. But, like, if you look at the game itself, that's definitely 30 frames per second. So, like, why would the cursor be reacting with the game at 60 frames while the game itself is basically a 30-frame console-looking mess right now? Like, that's just something that I've noticed that definitely needs to be pointed out. I don't know, maybe if we get further on into the game, we'll be able to find, you know, some fun to be had here. But this, for me, is an initial warning sign that I think would honestly make me kind of second-guess the game. All right, well, we've got 3 people that can go on here. We can go to the first floor, so let's check it on out and see what's cracking here. Things look grim up here. Maybe Jed isn't a lunatic. Take it slow as you look for anything useful. Alright, collect loot by searching the rooms and defeating enemies. Okay, well, I'll give it a look and see what we can do here, but... what is that thing? Let's see here. Drag and drop items to the action bar. Okay. So what did we find? We got 4 scraps and a bandage. I'll take all of it. Bandages are a good start. Let's continue poking around on this deck. Alright. Is there anything else that I can loot that's, like, jumping out at us? I don't see anything. Let's go, though.
Do you need help?
His bones are sticking out, bro. I don't think he needs help. It's called a thrall, man. Can you not see that health bar? Like, I'm just saying. I think we should hit it in the face. That's what I think personally. Oh, I don't have enough action points to strike it in the face any further. Feels bad. Okay. I guess I'll bypass my turn.
Bear the pain.
Yeah, say what you will, man. Bear the pain if you want. But, bow!
Well fought.
Alright, well, we've wiped out the enemy. The zombie is now officially dead. We need to find some food and activate the distress call. I don't think I need to bandage my wounds just yet. We've got 5 runes and 8 scraps. I will take them, even though I have no idea what any of that stuff does. More scraps over there. Definitely take those. This door right here appears to be our next location of exit. There doesn't seem to be any key that I can hold down to highlight, like, interactable objects or anything else like that. So I think we're actually going to have to, like, more or less pan and scan the entire area. Let's see here. Enemies are in a sleeping state. They will attack and follow you if you wake them up. Okay. Where was the sleeping enemy at? He's right there, but he's in front of a loot node, man. Like, you know I have to go for that, right? Like, I'm physically incapable as a gamer from not going for that loot node. I have to. Like, it's mandatory. I have to go for the loot node. Did he, like, not wake up? Like, I'm not trying to get too crazy here. I'm just trying to see, like, what I can accomplish. Ew, diagonals cost 2 AP. Gross. Okay, we'll go over here. Should I smack him? I think I should smack him. Let's deck him in the head. Oh, you get extra damage for a backstab. Nice. Okay, I like it. Backstabbery is not something that I usually undertake, but I do believe in fighting to win. So if we've got a backstab in order to win, I guess I can change up my tactics. Smack him! Down he goes. What does this guy drop? Let's see what we got here. Some scraps and some runes. All right, a bridge key card, 8 scraps, 19 runes, and some food and a pocket pistol.
Got some food? Now to call
Okay.
for help.
All right, so we got the food. Now we got to go to the bridge and send out a distress call. Cool. How much does this heal, by the way?
Ha! My strength is restored.
Looks like it restores 20, I guess. We've got 2 doors down here that we can play around with. I don't know anything, the first thing about cruise ships, so I don't know what the right direction to go in is. But I figure we'll sort... I got a gun right here. How hard is it to shoot somebody with a gun? I guess I'll save the gun. Oh, dude, I think he woke up. I think he's aware of me now. Yep, I'm falling back. We're going to kite him out. It looks like he can move 2 squares. That's what I've been trying to play around with, is figuring out what the enemy's movement is. If he can only move 2 squares... Yeah, let him move 2 squares then. We're going to basically cheese the hell out of this guy. Now that I know what his movement looks like, so that I can get 2 attacks off on my turn. Okay, so he has enough to move 2, then attack 1. Never mind. My cheese strategy has been undermined by the overly intelligent developers that knew people like me were going to try to do cheesy stuff like that. Alright, well, what did he drop? He drop anything good? Some scraps and some runes? I'll take them. Get the one food right there. Let's check the toilet, I guess. I don't know why I'm rooting around in a toilet. We found a broken bottle. A weapon's a weapon, I suppose. Never mind the fact that it's covered in human grease. I suppose if it comes down to it, we will use the broken bottle. Alright, so we're on the bridge. We gotta activate the SOS. Let's loot around first before we do that. I see a locker up here. It's got a tome page, some scraps, and a life jacket. Alright. What does the life jacket do for me? Is it just like armor? I don't know how the life preserver helps me, but I don't know. I guess you don't really need an interactable key since everything that's lootable has the little yellow things coming off of it. I didn't notice that until just now. I was just kind of like haphazardly looting. So I suppose that little, it's not even a critique. It was just wondering if a feature existed, I guess. The horn's blast resonates through your skull, filling every part of your consciousness, and like a light going out, you collapse to the floor. Now, who knew that my only weakness would be cruise ship foghorns? Who knew? Who knew, chat? Such a strange weakness to bring up now. Survivors will be hungry every single day, but you can feed them the food that you found on the deck. If your survivors get hungry, they'll be slower and may lose health, which could lead to their deaths. Okay.
Delicious.
When comes Dread? Alright. So did Jed rescue me again? Was Jed the hero that I needed? Waking up in a panic, your curiosity immediately takes over. Where are you? Oh yeah, I've done this before. What does Jed have to say?
Oh, good. You're awake. Though you're probably better off unconscious.
Jed, what happened? How am I back in here? Shouldn't we be getting rescued?
Whoa. You remember sounding a horn? That's a first. We've been at this a while now, you see. I've sent you out for supplies several times, and you've always returned. The only difference is, this time you remembered going out there in the first place. Not sure how many times we've done this now, but I wonder, maybe this is progress. Maybe things are looking up for us. It's nice to feel optimistic again. Time's come to build a workbench. It'll help you fix up your gear for the next time. Take these scraps. They'll get you started.
Jed is evasive, but he's right. You've got to be ready for whatever these creatures can dish out, and while you collect your thoughts, use the scraps to build a crafting station. Alright, well, let's do it. Where's the crafting station go at? Like, just right there? Eh, sure, why not? Now you can repair or upgrade your weapons and gear. Nice. So there's our little crafting table. What kind of stuff can I make? So we've got level 2. We can make so we've got the pipe, we've got a pocket pistol. So if we take the pipe up right there, it'll deal more damage, so that's pretty sweet. It's either that or we can fix it, maybe? I would like to see like a tooltip pop up. Like, that's obviously recycling it. I think that's leveling it up. And this right here is probably repairing its durability. Yeah, it is. It's gotta be. You can adjust the scrap amount for exchange a success rate of the repair. If the repair is unsuccessful, you will lose it forever. Oh. So for 32 scrap, I can upgrade it for 100% and it won't break. Okay? It's good to know. And it's 16 to upgrade? How much scrap do I have?
Excellent.
Yeah, you might as well. We'll fix up the pipe. We added extra durability to it. Now it does 26 damage. That's, I guess there's a legend right there. Yeah, nice. Okay. I just need to look around a little bit more. Okay, well, let's talk to Jed again.
Jed, what happened to the passengers and crew?
I couldn't tell you. Best I can do is give you my journal of the ones I've seen. As accurate as I can be about them, anyway.
Oh, I sort of took your journal with me my first trip out, but thank you. I did see a couple thralls yesterday, but no people or bodies.
See what you mean. I reckon if we're alive, others must be too. Why don't you have a look around on deck 2?
I think I will.
Alright. Well, let's go have a look around on deck. Build your survivor's loadout before each deck. Decide which weapon, consumable, or gear to take with you. Alright, well, I don't think we're going to need the broken bottles, so we can throw that back in there. I'm going to keep the gun, and I'm going to keep the pipe, just so we have a melee option, and we have a ranged option, so that as the situation requires it, we can break out the tool for the job. Alright, so there's got to be other survivors on board. It's time to find them. United will stand a better chance. Alright, let's go. Let's check this thing real fast. Probably just more scraps and whatnot. Oh, a paddle. Nice. Okay, and a tome page, which apparently I can decipher or something. Well, I've got abilities now. We have 1 active and 1 passive abilities. Your adventures may lead you to discover other capabilities. I like that. So what does that do? The dashing strike. If there is room behind a target, you dash through an enemy in a range of 2 for 30 damage. Okay. And then what is that right there? Sharp Mind. Receives a bonus to slashing weapons, but has a penalty with ranged weapons. Oh, so I probably should have brought the gun. Bringing the gun was more than likely a mistake. Is this guy going to wake up? Looks like he's not going to wake up. Alright, well, let's bludge him. There you go. 34 hit right there. That's what I'm talking about. Got to start off strong. We can't be doing this half-assedly. When we beat a zombie over the head with a pipe, we do it to the maximum of our abilities. We got some more scraps and some runes right there. Oh, that was my bad. So if I moved right there, I can shoot this guy. Oh, yeah, look at that. The guns are pretty good, too. That actually lit him up pretty solidly. Okay. So we may want to hold on to our guns then and just kind of be careful with them. We definitely don't want to let them break, though. If we let the gun break, I think that would be a massive misstep. I think we probably want to upgrade, and we probably want to, like, keep the guns as, like, a long-term resource rather than using them up. I do wish that, like, when I was using some of these items, so it'd be not... There we go. You right-click on it. Never mind. I was thinking that maybe when I left-clicked on it, or if you mouse over it, like, a window would pop up, but actually you got to right-click on it to get it. So it does 26 damage. What does this guy do right here? 38? Okay. It costs 3 AP, though. Good to know. Let's go down this way. Let's see what we got going on here. Another lootable toilet. Somebody apparently doing some kind of like arts and crafts inside of the bathroom. Now we've got... It's Bill! Do I gotta fight Bill or do I gotta fight the zombie? This conversation can wait. You sure about that? Maybe we should talk now. Bill, don't you ruin this for me. Don't you ruin this for me, Bill. I've got a baller sneak attack, like, ready to go. And if you mess it up and you wake him up, I'm going to be very, very upset with you. Oh, nice. A 52 damage critical. I love it. Let's grab some of that stuff right there. All right, let's talk to Bill. A name surfaces from the deep recesses of your mind.
More of the beasts lurking nearby. Damn crafty blighters seem to simply appear if you look away for a tick. I'm Bill, by the way. Bill Barnstorm.
I know your name.
Preposterous. I would never forget a face. No time for that, though. Here they come.
The demons are coming.
Oh, dude, there's so many. Oh, bro. Okay, so break out the blicky. I think we're going to need it. I'm going to leave Bill to kind of figure things out for himself because I'm a good person. Oh, Bill, you're making dumb decisions. Don't do what you're doing, Bill. Don't do what you're doing, Bill. That's fine. That thrall can be 100% aware of whatever it is that I'm doing right now. I don't really mind at all. Looks like Bill's actually pretty strong. He's capable of dealing out some pretty good wrecking ball damage. Alright, so we're running a little bit low on gun materials here. So I'm going to slow my roll ever so slightly. We'll just kind of wait and see. Bill is being very, very aggressive. I like that, though. Like, I respect it. Like, in a zombie apocalypse, you know, you can't be standoffish and, like, skittish. I feel like it's in your best interest to know what's cracking and just, like, get on in there and take your licks. Apparently, you get bonus damage for a flank, too, although not quite as much as a backstab. Alright. Well, let's pick up all these goodies right here. I'm assuming we're going to build some kind of altar or something at some point that the runes are going to be used for.
That'll teach those bleeders.
You fight well.
Oh, you did quite well yourself.
We're trying to establish a safe space below decks. Would you consider joining us?
Give me some time to mull it over. Come back tomorrow and we can chat. All goes well, you'll find me on deck 3.
Alright. Sounds good. Earn positive reputation with survivors by helping or interacting with them. They might join you in the lobby if they get to like you. Okay. Alright, well, let's have a look around the rest of these rooms. I thought he was going to join up with us and maybe we would have, like, multiple party members. Oh, nice, food. And then we've got another tome page right there. Unintended anomalies. Weird.
I am ready to fight.
Oh, this thrall is apparently enraged. What he's angry about, nobody knows. Maybe his taxes are too high. Maybe he's just deeply upset by the state of the world. Who has any idea these complicated days? Either way, I'm going to shoot that guy in the face until I find a better option. Bill appears to be going about his own way. I don't know if I can maybe drag these guys back to Bill and get some help. That might not be the worst plan, actually. Let's see what Bill does. I was going to say, if Bill comes over here and helps, I can actually sort of like preserve my character at the expense of the NPC AIs, which 100% I'm not above. I'm okay with that. Like, I am kind of a cheesy dude. When I find cheese strats, I tend to use them to my best ability anyways. Let's let this guy, he seems like he's tough. Like, I don't want Bill to have to fight alone, though. I kind of feel bad about that. It looks like they prioritize the player character regardless, so... There you go, Bill. There you go, Bill. Give him the nux. Oh, no, my gun. I didn't mean to have that equipped. That was an accident. I wanted to have the pipe equipped. That guy had Essence of Dread. What does that do? The putrid smell from... Let's see here. Only rogues would apply this to themselves. Its effects will change with every application. What did it do? Looks like maybe it made me clumsy or something. Like, it's got a bunch of arrows and a bullseye, but none of them are hitting the center.
Food. Oh, just what I was hoping for.
Golf club. Yeah, take all the other stuff, but we can't take the golf club for right now. Wonder if the golf club's better than what I've got.
Demons are coming.
I guess they're just like having a fight over here. Alright, fair enough. Good job, Bill. You, to this day, still remain my champion. I'm going to go ahead and use the bandage real fast. There's another one in here. We're having to square up with, like, the entire map right now. Alright. Let's pull into, like, right here. I was going to say, I assume he's going to, like, try to push up on me. I think Bill's done helping for right now. Bill is, like, sick of my shenanigans. That's okay. I'll take the damage and use the bandage because I wanted to pick up some of the other stuff and take it back to the other deck anyways. If we could store up like a reasonable supply of weapons and loot. Yeah, I think it's like a curse of clumsiness or something that I put on myself when I rubbed myself with the essence of dread. There we go. We've got safety work clothes. Alright. We've taken a couple of little hits to our life preserver. I do wish that my inventory was a little bit larger. I can't really carry any of this stuff with me, and it's making me feel bad. Yeah, go ahead and heal yourself. So that right there, it gives us 2 damage reduction. The work clothes will give us 1 damage reduction. Okay, so they're not that good. Let's go take a look at the golf club and see how it compares to our other loot, too. So the golf club costs 3 AP to use, but it does 20 more damage than what we've got going on. It seems like it's just a better version of the paddle. Let's That's just kind of like my observation, is that like the paddle and it have a lot in common, but the paddle is just like flat out better. Oh, you can't do that from here. Well, we're gonna search every room.
Prepare for battle.
I'm a bit of a pack rat. I just can't help it. Let them do what they're gonna do. If they're gonna run up on us, that's fine. They can go for it. Don't think I need Bill's help. The one case where I think a 3 AP weapon would be helpful is turns like that, where I've got to like move forward and like smack them for a ton of damage.
I can bear the
But
pain.
if I've got a turn where I can double attack, it's more efficient to use the pipe, unless we break it around here. I do like how the weapons have durability though, and it kind of forces you into a rationing state of mind where you need to be like careful about your items and the usages that they have left. I do very much like that mechanic. Oh, dude, I thought he had 3 squares left. I counted that wrong. That was my fault. Alright, bap this dude. He's not dead yet, but next turn he will be. It'd be cool when you got those little action sequences right there if they did an animation that was, like, different from the normal animation. Like, I don't know, he, like, takes the pipe and, like, flips it in the air real fast and then doinks him in the head, you know what I mean? Like, something like that. Just because, like, it goes into that action cam, but then they don't really, like, do anything to deserve the action cam, you know what I mean? Like, when it goes to the action cam, you kind of expect it to be like, yeah, action time. But then it doesn't work out like that. Alright, let's see if we can one-shot this guy with the golf club.
I'm ready to fight.
Aw, it didn't give it to us.
Get back, Oni.
I had thought that, like, maybe we would have, like, the backstab damage or something from right there.
Your soul find peace.
Well, a lot of my stuff is broken now. Like, a lot of my stuff. But this is Dread Nautical. I do like the game, actually, despite my initial protestations at the beginning of the episode. I don't know why the frame... I think it's maybe just the camera is frame-locked. Like, the game itself seems to run pretty smoothly as long as the camera isn't in motion. I'm thinking that maybe it's not the frame rate of the game that's locked. I think maybe the camera might be moving that way, but it's really hard to say. Either way, there's some chunkiness going on with the camera movement that I think could definitely be smoother and be a little bit more pleasing to like the eye of the player. But other than that, I actually do like the idea that the game is going for, where every single day some survive the transition, where every single day you go to a different deck and there's different events, sort of like in a... The only other comparable game that I could call it is like Dead Rising, where like certain things happen on certain days and you've got to be on certain decks in order to witness them. Like if it opens up in that way, which I think it's sort of implying that it's going to, I think this game is going to be pretty cool. And I'm actually enjoying playing it. But other than that, I think what I'll do here is we'll stop the episode. Thank you for being here with me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile every single day in the world of indie games so that you don't have to. I will be back tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet. Today up on the chopping block we have Dread Nautical, which had some minor presentational flaws, but the gameplay itself seems to be pretty well put together. It is available on Epic right now. You can check out the link down below if you want to get the game for yourself. Fair warning and disclosure, that is a sponsored link down there, so it does support the channel if you end up purchasing the game through it. But other than that, I will see you all tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet. Take care, and don't work too hard, everybody.